The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
Right. It's time to get down to business. With your help, Hamish and Andy are covering off on every topic in the world. And right now, there is no topic more important than
1998.
Before you do a skerrick of work today, make sure you know all there is to know about
1998.
When we talk business, we talk
2 years before 2000. 1998.
I'm Peter Harvey. This is Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch, and business starts now.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Business Brunch of today. Ham, slowly going through the files and files and files of topics, just ripping them up and straightening them once we've done them. And today's topic, of course, is 1998.
Geez, we're getting close to the end now, aren't we, Ando, of topics? We've been at this for weeks.
We've made a dent.
Knowing in our hearts there's only 27 trillion topics, you got to admit every day brings us terrifyingly closer. We're almost at the stage where we could release a small book, and I know that by the end of this show we will be able to have released several large books. So to be one small book in is pretty amazing.
Hey, in 1998, the electronic company Sony accidentally sold 700,000 camcorders that had the technology to see through people's clothes.
To a guy called Andy Lee.
Not part of it. Didn't have the money. But
how did they do that?
They had an infrared camera that had a night vision mode, and they didn't realise that they'd put a special type of lens in there that could see through, depending on the clothing, but particularly swimsuits, could see through it. They've got plenty of examples online if you're interested.
Well, I bet you have found them, but isn't that amazing that seems like better technology than we have available to us today? They accidentally invent X-ray technology, then just scale it back for consumer use. Isn't that a bit like going, the new Honda Civic can fly? Whoops, no, it can't fly yet. No, exactly. It just can go fast.
Well, I think
sorry, ignore that we gave you a flying car. Don't worry about that. That's for 10 years from now.
It was illegal. That was the big problem. You aren't allowed to invent things that can see through people's
not
clothes.
These days?
Well, that is. Because obviously all sorts of problems.
That for you.
Straight after this, more business has been hit up at hamishnandy.com/topics. It's the Business Brunch. Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch. One topic at a time. We tick them off. Today, the topic is 1998, Ham. And time for Fast Biz. hamishnandy.com/topics is where you correspond with this show. The top 3 emails.
Number 3.
Ham, this one comes from company man Mark the Scallywag.
Hello, Mark.
He says, guys, 1998, a great year. I saw Wild Things with Nev Campbell and Denise Richards.
This is so funny. It's going to be even funnier when you see what I've got for my selection of my bit of Fast Biz. But let's hear about the pool scene from the wonderful, wonderful film Wild Things, ignored by the Academy, and I've never really trusted them since.
It was on VHS. He saw it. He was 14. It was the first time he'd seen a girl kiss another girl, obviously to Hollywood starlets. Due to slow dial-up internet back in 1988, these things were not as accessible as they are today.
Certainly not available.
Proud to say it's been 14 years now, and I still enjoy it as much as I did back then, is what he finished.
It's a wonderful story of how you can get in big, deep trouble when you're a teacher. Something to do with a yacht club. I think there's a twist in the end. Who cares? It's the pool scene. All hail the pool scene. And there's something to do with Miami.
Number 2.
Okay, a little bit of business coming in from company man Brendan. 1998. I was 7. I watched Titanic, and I saw the first pair of boobs I'd ever seen. Brackets, Kate Winslet's. In case they're so unmemorable for anyone that saw the film, you couldn't remember whose boobs you see. Kate Winslet's. That's when I knew I was definitely straight. So at a wonderful time for company man Brendan there. He's seen Leo sketching the boobs, and I remember. I think we were a little bit older in 98, Ando. We were probably in you were 15, 16-ish, 17 probably. It still was a very big deal for us at our age seeing that film. It absolutely was your first reaction was to go, oh my god, boobs. But then you saw how cool Leo was being about it. And I think it inspired you to just calm down a little bit and be a bit more Leo-esque. But if he had been, say, his character from What's Eating Gilbert Grape, we would have acted the same way when we saw the boobs.
Number 1.
Hey, final one is from company lady Rebecca Drake. Says
She saw some boobs.
She didn't. In 1998, my sister was born. It was a bad year because I missed out on going to Ozball because Mum had to go to the hospital to give birth. Really dim times. Still haven't forgiven my sister. I have no idea what Ozball is.
Is it a dancing ball or is it a kind of a game like murder ball?
She's 19. So back then, I think
she doesn't mean Aussie rules football, does she?
I don't know. That's why she joins us now. Rebecca is on the line. What the hell?
Rebecca, solve this mystery. What is Ozball?
Ozball, well, it's pretty much like Ozkick, but instead of football, it's basketball.
Right. Okay, because I asked Jack this, and Jack, can you please describe what you said it was?
All right, the only thing I could find on Google was like an Australian version of Zorb ball, like where you roll in a big plastic ball down a mountain.
And it surprised me that a 5-year-old was off to do that. So you missed out on soccer for 1 week, I'd imagine?
It was basketball. It was
basketball.
One day on the weekend. Mum pretty much came in and said, I've got to go to the hospital. You can't go. Your grandma's looking after you. And I was pretty devastated about that.
And is this enough to harbour a grudge for 15 years against your sister?
I think it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, no, absolutely. Well, you know what? We're giving you a pencil.
Oh, great. Thank you. That almost makes up for it, but I'm still...
Yeah, it's like a little lead-filled magic wand, and we're sending it right out to you to just... It's got a little razor on the end. You can rub away those bad feelings.
Think it does.
I'm just hearing now it doesn't have an eraser. There's no eraser there. So you can colour over those bad feelings with the grey lead. Okay, wonderful.
Thanks very much, Rebecca. Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch. Today, the topic is the year 1998, Ham.
The topic might as well be controversy, Ando, because yesterday on the show, if people were listening to the Business Brunch, they would know that we spoke to the mug god, who is the god of handing out mugs. He lives in a mug. And the mug god specifically handed down the mug commandments, which are commandments that you and I, as the mug god's representatives on Earth, have to follow if we're ever to participate in any sort of giveaway of a mug or any mug-related activities.
This comes from the Business Brunch mugs that we got made up, Ham, specifically.
We've got 41 left.
41 left out of 50. We probably went a little crazy with the giveaways early, and we realised we had to pin them back because they're limited edition drinking mugs.
Be careful with your mug, boys.
Okay,
there is the mug god
didn't
now.
Talk about the mug god coming back, but anyway, why?
You never know when he's going to jump out of my mug, Ando.
I would prefer to know.
Well, here's the thing. Company man James Cousins has got in touch with us, and he said, quiz time. On the topic of 1998, he goes, I bet you guys a Business Brunch mug, you can't tell me what my favourite food was in 1998, which was my preschool years. So I think James is about 20 years old.
Yeah, right.
He gives us 4 options, okay? He lays down the wager.
That makes it a little easier. Otherwise, I wasn't going to bet guess my food.
Wrong. I ate celery with the words non-edible written on it in sauce. No, he's given us 4 options. So the question is, Ando, do we bet a mug? Knowing full well that we listened to the mug commandments yesterday. One of the commandments is you will never get a mug by asking for a mug. Although the 7th commandment was just for this week only, because I feel like the mug god laid down those commandments in response to how many people were asking for mugs. That's true. That just for thank you, mug god. Just for this week only, maybe it's okay if we do just this once. Take up the challenge, the quiz. Obviously, we want to retain as many mugs as we can, and if we do guess right this food, we get a limited edition James mug, not a real mug. Well, no, it's a different kind of mug.
So, have you spoken to company man James behind my back, and is he expecting us?
Here's what's happened, Ando. I have contacted him.
Okay,
he has told Jack. He has told Jack the answer, because I don't want this guy to just play us.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want him to just roll us for a mug here by just saying we got the answer wrong.
Well, we're getting a nod
Jack
from
knows the
Tackling
answer.
Jack now. James is on the line. Company man James, you expect us to gamble for the chance for you to win a mug. How are you feeling about this?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, right.
Do you understand this is a huge deal, James?
Yeah.
yeah, good.
Well, that's the mug god. That's the mug god, James. So you want to
I
watch
do
your
have a
manners
real
around
mug.
the
I
god?
have a real mug.
Okay, what were the
Here we go.
four?
Ando, this is it. 4 options were: what was James's favourite food when he was in preschool in 1998? Was it mashed veggies with Vegemite, peanut butter and choc chip ice cream, Play-Doh, ice cream with a tiny bit of orange juice mixed in? Here's my thinking, Ando. Peanut butter and choc chip ice cream it's going to be out. No parents would let the kid. I mean, that sounds lovely, but you can't be eating that all the time. That's a definitely.
It wasn't all the
sometimes
time.
food.
It wasn't all the time. It was just an occasion.
Okay, his favourite thing.
It was whenever I was sick, Mum would make this for me, and I would love it.
Okay.
And it would just
Well,
make
thank
me
you for the
happy,
extra
you know what I
clues,
mean?
James.
Yeah, well, she's not making him Play-Doh.
You're not making him Play-Doh, so that's out.
That's the reason why he's
Is it
sick.
ice cream with a tiny bit of orange juice in it because of the vitamin C aspect of orange juice for the sick kid?
Is that your guess?
No, it's not a guess, James.
You wish, James.
Here's another hint. Just take it as a hint or maybe a hindrance. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You choose. But
This
my
guy.
favourite meal now is peanut butter and jam sandwiches.
He's trying to lead us towards the ice cream. Oh,
Is he throwing us off your head? I mean, we get
I don't
rolled
know.
for a mug
Could
here.
be a hint. Could be a hint.
Just be careful, boys!
okay, Haim,
A mug god's worried. We're worried.
I don't think it's a treat to get the vegetable one. I just don't think
It's not at all.
Yeah, so I feel like it's the first one or the orange juice one.
Oh, you reckon ice cream with orange juice is back in?
Yeah, because he was keen to lead us towards peanut butter then as well.
All right, Ando, I love it. I love a late mix-up. Go with your gut.
Orange juice and ice cream.
D, ice cream
And orange
ice
juice.
cream with
James,
orange
what's
juice.
the answer?
You've locked that in. All
Yeah.
right. The answer is actually veggies with Vegemite.
Son of a gun!
I'll confirm that it's A.
Idiots! Fools! I was leading you down the path!
You've got yourself a mug, James. You've got yourself...
very
James,
much. Thank you very much.
unbelievable. Do you understand how very rarely we say this phrase? You now own a business brunch mug. You played us like a couple of cheap fiddles, and ne'er again should we be making the mistake of letting ourselves walk so easily into a mug trap. The mug god is scowling at me from my mug. I've never seen him so angry, Ando. We're in big trouble.
Yeah, thanks, James. We need to think about this. It's Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch. 1998. We had a huge amount of correspondence at
Oh,
Hamish.
so many people. A lot of people remember it. A lot of people. Then a weird amount of people who are old enough to remember also didn't remember. 25, 30-year-olds just going, yeah, I don't really remember 1998. I had a few people saying, I think I had a yo-yo, but I can't remember. And that was about the year that the yo-yo craze was sweeping Australia for people that were about 15 years ago. I did have a yo-yo. I had a Yomiga. I was actually pretty good.
Yeah, you
I'll
do enjoy
bring
a
it in if you want
circus
me to
trick
show
over.
you.
No, you're fine. You're fine. And the big thing, a lot of people came in and emailed about. I picked out a company man, the boss Juggernaut, for his correspondence because he summed it up well. He said, 1998, why would we agree to forbid human cloning? That was the year they went, hang on, we can't clone. We can't clone. It's too weird to have multiples of someone running around. And they kind of shut up shop in that department. Hey, you and I kind of agree that if cloning did exist, it would be problematic because the show might sound a bit like this. Hamish and Andy, driving you home. Delighted to be with you this Tuesday afternoon.
And, sorry, everyone. Sorry, Andy. Does he have to be here?
A2?
Yeah, look, I'm just not sure if...
I can go if you want. No, you don't go. Well, what's the big deal here?
Well, I liked it when the show was just you and I.
Yeah, well, he is me. It's double the amount of me, so it should be more fun. I mean, it's just you and I, but A2 just sits in the background. It's not a big deal.
If he's going to get his knickers in a knot, I'll just go.
Man, I'm not getting my knickers in the knot, okay?
Both of you just cool your jets. A2, you stay, because we always have it that way, and Haim, let's just get on with it.
Cool.
Fine.
Okay. Haim, I was in the supermarket earlier, and I noticed a guy suggesting that blue cheese Doritos are the best in the range, better than nacho cheese or cheese supreme. Crazy.
I don't actually mind blue cheese.
What?
No, I like it.
No, you are mental. Of course, it's...
No, it's got some pretty amazing qualities. It's actually a sharper flavour.
What an idiot!
Yeah, what an idiot. I agree.
He likes blue cheese. What a nincompoop.
That's 2 against 1, man. That is 2 against 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, yeah, I know. It often is 2 against 1. This is what I mean with having him here.
66% of people think you're wrong.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're doing this.
And that's a small sample group, so it's probably more, you goose. Oh, what a jerk.
He's got
All
a
right,
point.
you know what, fake Andy? No, you look at me when I'm talking. No, the fake one, the bad one.
What are you doing?
I'm sick to death of you. I'm sick to death of this, okay? There's 2 microphones in here and 2 hosts. Do the maths. One of them's going to be a Hamish.
Hey.
You're the odd one out, mate.
Calm down,
This
mate.
is what happens.
Don't!
Oh, whoa! You shot A2?
Yeah, I shot A2. Big deal. Build another one. Come on. We'll do it after the show.
How do you know that wasn't the real Andy?
Because you're the real Andy. You're the guy on the microphone. You know, I know you would say that no matter which one you were. So, actually, good point. I probably... All right, little test to make sure you're the real Andy.
Mm-hmm.
What was the nickname of the first car that I bought?
The Duke? Yeah, it's the Duke.
No, it was the pony. Oh, my God. You would have definitely known that was the pony if you were the real Andy.
Yeah, of course, the pony.
Oh, my God, what have I done? I've killed the good Andy. I've left the idiot. I've left the jerk.
Oh, well,
oh my God, I've shot the real Andy right in the guts.
No, it's fine.
It was a messy death.
Okay, it's fine.
Such a messy death.
Calm down.
What have I done?
Listen to me. The real Andy's playing golf. He literally hasn't done a show for years now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's... Right,
Yeah,
so you're...
There's a few of us. Don't shoot me.
Correspondence here from company lady Beck. She's 24, so 1998 saw her at the tender age of 9 years old.
Yep.
An age, I would like to point out, it is illegal for children to work in Australia. But that wasn't the case for Beck. She was around and working on what you would think would be an absolute dream. Her parents owned a jumping castle. This is going to be the greatest thing of all time. Apart from having Walt Disney as your dad, or maybe Michael Jackson if you just look at the theme park side of things.
Sure.
Then your parents owning a jumping castle is an absolute dream come true. Or so you would think, joining us on the line to take us inside the dark, smelly, canvassy, stiff world of jumping castles. Beck, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, she still sounds a bit scarred.
Beck, the picture you paint in your very graphic email is not one of a happy childhood.
No. Every weekend while everyone else was hanging out, going to the beach, I was manual labour, putting up jumping castles, jumping when there was no kids around, trying to act like we were having fun.
Hang on. Why weren't you having fun?
You were used as bait to make other kids come in the jumping castle to show them it was fun.
Yeah, but we just woke up so early in the morning. It's heavy, to lift, so we had to help lift it, peg it into the ground like a tent.
Yep.
And you're just tired. You don't want to spend all day there, and then it's quick, go have some fun so that more kids come, but it's not fun.
Just fake
it's not fun at all.
fake trashy fun.
As an advertising
just
tool.
dancing around. Just absolutely just a smile painted on you, even faker than the smiles of the clowns, no doubt, also roaming the fate. What type of castle was it? Was it a real castle or did it have a different theme?
No, we had 2. One was a giraffe and one was a tiger.
Did it ever pop, Beck? What do you do about punctures and pops? You can't tell me no one went in there with that.
It doesn't, the whole thing doesn't explode, but it slowly starts to go down, so Mum just sews it back up.
Oh, good on you, Mum.
by puncturing it again. Beck, where's the tiger and the giraffe now? Were they released into the wild? What's happening?
I'm not sure. We sold them, so I don't ever want to see them
how
again.
much for? Do you mind if we ask? What'd you get? What does a second-hand jumping castle get you?
She would have been 7 at the time, Hamish.
Yeah.
She would have known. Dad, I think Dad would have mentioned it at the table. What sort of coin he managed to get for the giraffe and the tiger? Ballparkers. What's the ballpark?
I know that they're expensive.
Maybe.
I had
What's
no idea.
What's more
Minimum
expensive?
10,000.
A minimum $10,000.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of bouncing
For both?
to recruit.
Yeah. So the tiger one was smaller, so it would have been the cheaper one, but
Yeah.
the other one, that's how much they are.
So you
You
reckon
might as well get a real tiger.
let kids run
Jump on that.
for $1? Thanks, Beck, for joining. It's all got time.
Okay.
This business.
Oh, thanks, Beck. See, you live, you learn, Ando. That is what we said at the Business Brunch for. You talk about 1998 and then you just learn a ton of stuff about jumping castles, including 10 grand.
Yeah, that'd be more than what you're paying for one of those giant mallets that goes up and if you hit it hard enough, hits the bell at the top.
I was in an outdoors shop
go,
the other
mate.
day. Okay, can I just say, I was curious, the most expensive tent you can buy, right, for climbing Mount Everest and stuff like that. I was just in there to get a water bottle, but I decided to have a squeeze because I was interested. $2,500 for one of the super duper Antarctic Everest tents.
Yeah.
Are you telling me
You get a
that
quarter.
you'd be better off?
You get a quarter of a jumping castle for one of those.
He's spent 4 times as much. Imagine how annoyed the other guys would be if you went, listen, guys, this was 10 grand, so it's got to be good. And you took up the giraffe.
It's Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch. Pleasure doing business with you.
Ajad.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show podcast, powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.